Hello, darlings, and welcome to CareOffBook. I'm Care Darling, and today can we talk about the whole Wicked 2025 Golden Globes? Listen, I am upset about it, and I'll get into it. And there are things in life where I'm just like, okay, there are other things to put your energy into and to think about. And the main question I ask myself is, do you want to die on this hill? And a lot of times the answer is no, and I'm able to let it go. But there's something about this that I was like, can we just talk about it so I can let it out? Let's have a conversation about it. And also, am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that Wicked was absolutely snubbed this year?
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
But before I get my panties in a twist, I do want to say that seeing these women, the stars that were at the Golden Globes, I just felt that the fashion was just so beautiful. There's something about old vintage Hollywood that melts my heart. And the little snippet of Selena Gomez and Martin Short, and how it looked like he was pretending to steal the ring off of her, but then just gushing over the engagement. I don't know what it was. There was just something to me in the air where it was like, wow, elegance. I'm really into it. Ariana Grande, I will say, I don't know what you darlings think, but I can't wait for the day that she goes back to being a brunette. I think she just looks much healthier being a brunette. Maybe it's because it's just more natural on her, and I feel like it warms up the face. But there are people saying there's rumors happening that the way she was dressed, I thought was very Pride and Prejudice. But as far as her bangs and things like that, very Audrey Hepburn, which people are saying that maybe they're looking to do a biopic on Audrey Hepburn, and then Ariana Grande potentially could play the role. And I think that would be interesting. Oh my gosh, are we going to get into a tangent about Ariana and her being blonde? I think there's something going on with her. She was saying how Glinda has healed her. So I think in a way, her holding on to that blonde is allowing Glinda to continue this healing that she's talked about. But then when she feels complete, then she's going to be a brunette again. And it's almost as if she's allowing this piece to linger on until she feels whole. And then that's, I don't know, I'm getting all philosophical about hair, but maybe it's because I went through my own hair journey. And when I became blonde again, it was like a full circle moment for myself where it's now we're back to me and I'm comfortable being me. But yeah, thoughts? What was your favorite outfit? I would love to know. Who was mine? There was something about Demi Moore's dress that I was just like, wow. And then her speech, recommended to listen to that as far as understanding your own worth and stop measuring yourself and things like that. I butchered her speech, but I recommend go ahead, watch it in its entirety. And I found it very beautiful and motivating. All right, let's go ahead and get angry, shall we? But yeah, I just caught up with the 2025 Golden Globes, and wow, what a letdown. Not because Wicked didn't win Best Picture, Comedy, or Musical, but because of who they lost to. I'm completely baffled. If Wicked didn't win because, okay, maybe not everyone loves the musical genre, fine, but what really gets me is that Amelia Perez won. And that's a musical too. Make it make sense. Part of me loves that we're getting more musicals coming in, but it just, I feel like I'm going crazy. And can we stop it with comedy or musical? Because not all musicals are comedy. And Amelia Perez to me is a great example of how it's a musical, but it's not a comedic musical. While Wicked, does have its dramatic flares, but it has an amazing, comedic character when you think of Glinda and the Wizard. There's more to it than just being a musical. Just why can't it be its own category? Because clearly there is an audience for people who love musicals and who love watching this art form and enjoying this art form. So I don't know. I don't understand why they can't make it its own category. So it's not like I haven't seen Amelia Perez. I mean, I've talked about it here on this channel, and honestly, it felt like no one cared about this movie. My main critiques were that they made the main character totally unlikable, and the story just wasn't as strong as it could have been. Now, Zoe Saldana winning Best Supporting Actress, that made sense to me. I was obsessed with her performance and completely blown away that she could pull off musical theater like that. That win, totally deserved. But you're telling me that Amelia Perez is a better musical than Wicked? It's times like these that I actually want to know why the voters voted the way they did. Like when we look at different competitions, like sports competitions, it's like, oh, they had more points or they were faster. Like there's commentary to it to understand. Even when we, talk about the election, once the votes come in, there's like a poll of understanding why people voted the way they did. Was it financial? Was it moral? Was it, based on character and vibes or anything like that? So when it comes to, movies and shows, I don't know, maybe I want it kind of like Survivor, where I would watch it too, where each person comes in and just says why they cast the vote for whatever movie, actor, actress, any of those. Because like I said, I just want it to make sense. Wicked did win a Golden Globe for cinematic and box office achievement, but honestly, it feels like a fake award. I know that sounds weird, but it's almost like they were throwing us a pity bone. Like, oh, that was cute what you did out there, but let the adults have the real awards, okay? It doesn't sit right with me. This category was created last year, and you know who won? Barbie. It's almost as if this was created so the fans don't get too upset, like, oh, at least they won an award. But doesn't it just feel like a participation award? Like it doesn't sit right with me because I feel like Barbie and Wicked didn't get the flowers that I felt like they deserve. And oh my gosh, the fact that Greta Gerwig was not nominated for director, like best director at the Oscars, like
I need to lie down.
What more did you want? Because when I look at Barbie and Wicked, these are shows, movies that could have gone absolutely wrong. There is more likely for these like movies to have failed or to be like, meh, whatever, it happened, it's gone. Kind of like Joker 2, where it's like everything was set up for it to be a winning film and then yet it was disappointing. I think people were more, about Barbie and Wicked, and yet I thought they were amazing stories and stuff. I want to understand, what was it about Amelia Perez that people voted for? Because when I compare them as musicals, like looking at Amelia Perez and Wicked, I think Wicked had better music, better story, amazing cinematography, and the love and care into the story, I just think was off the charts. Okay, darlings, I need to calm down because I am absolutely going insane in the Penguin. Love to know your thoughts. Do you feel like me, where it's like Wicked was absolutely snubbed? I hope they do well at the Oscars, but it just feels like it's Barbie all over again. Or maybe they're waiting for part 2. Maybe that's why I'm getting upset, because am I going to have to wait a year to be disappointed all over again? Okay. Whew, take a breath, everybody. I would love to know your thoughts on that. Of course, was there an outfit that you're stunning, beautiful? Because it really did make me melt looking at some of these dresses and everything. I want to go cut my hair just because I'm I want an old Hollywood vibe. And yeah. Anyways, darlings, I hope that you're doing well. If you love talking about musicals and performances and all of these things, don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, take care, darling.